Well, I'm joined here by Avatanshu Bhatt, the head of ChessBase India's support.
Yep.
And Avatanshu, you were the head of ChessBase India Juniors. You've done so many things like the Elite Pass in the past. But today is a big day in your life. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, I have recently turned 18 and now I will be starting my life in the University of Sydney in software engineering.
You're going to Australia.
Yep, I will be going there to continue my undergraduate program.
Wow. So, what will you be learning there?
I'll be going into software engineering for my Bachelor of Honours, and inside I'll be also looking at computer science and further streams in there.
Okay. Does that mean that people will no longer get your support for their chess-based products?
Definitely not. I wish to be providing the best of ChessBase India's technical support from there too.
Oh, from the university?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I will be able to provide that there so that the time window will all work out, and from there I assure you the highest quality services.
Wow, that's amazing. And Avatanshu, can you tell us a bit about your journey at ChessBase India? I think you first started with writing articles.
Yeah. I first gave my very first draft of an article to you, in fact, and we had it reviewed at your house, and ever since then it's all been an upward slope, upward journey since. I think over the years I've tried and experimented with a lot of different things. I was editing videos and I was also recording interviews, and there's been just so many different things that I've tried, and as a result I feel like I know a lot of different tools that is like me very well equipped, and so now I feel ready for my journey abroad. And right now with technical support I think that I'm at a pretty good place where I'm at, which of course does not mean I'm limited by it, and so I think there's a lot of more things to come.
Wow. And you know, ChessBase India YouTube channel is now pretty big, close to more than 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
But the first video which got kind of semi-viral was your video. Which was the 10-year-old boy shows a position or a trap, or what was it?
It was just a simple position that in fact I thought was really just great at that time, because I was under so much time pressure, and then we were at your house and we recorded it and we posted up, and there were so many comments that came, and it just kept on getting views, some positive, some negative, but it was still entertaining regardless, and I think from there I really got the motivation that I needed to keep on going with what I had to do.
And then there was one time when your article came on the front page of Hindu newspaper.
It did, yeah, it made the front page there, and from then on I also was able to, like, it helped me a lot more with structuring and writing the other series that I did with Off the Board Tales, Board of Many Colors, and such series that you may have read as well.
Yes, I think the Off the Board Tales was very successful one, right? You went on for how many editions, like 40 or so?
Yeah, it was in the late 30s. I think around 37, 38 is where I finally stopped, ended it off. But definitely it's still something I want to pursue, because all the people I spoke to, they're such great people, and I'm still in touch with a lot of them. Can you tell us few of the prominent ones whom you interviewed in that series? In fact, Daim Shabose, who wrote for the Chess Drum. In fact, I had a lot of connections with him from the Chess Olympiad. And also Tani, of course, is always a joy to talk to, and there was a lot of people, Ketty as well, who were running a stream. It was the first time talking to a streamer in that environment, and so there was plenty of people, but you know, they always live on.
Wow, amazing. And then you also launched the Elite Pass. It was a very ambitious project. Can you tell us a bit about your learnings from that?
What I did learn is that I have a long way to go when it comes to learning how exactly to work around with the more business side of things, but I still feel like it was a good experience having to be on what felt like the front lines, talking to everyone who is there as a customer and managing each and every aspect of the card. But I still feel like there's a lot of potential, and that, you know, we can always rejuvenate it in some way or the other. It's there, the chances there.
Amazing. And the ChessBase India Juniors project was a very interesting one, right? You also had a team member for some time.
I did. His name was Aran, and like we had it like it was one of my first ones that I had properly started. I put a lot of effort into, and we had many different things that were running simultaneously. He would help with all of the annotation, and I would help with the content. And so a lot of the people that we had interviewed at that time, the juniors, they are very prominent now today, and so I know I'm in good touch with them, and I've bothered them enough times for interviews in all these series so far. But
You mean players like Gukesh, Prag?
Yes, players like Gukesh, Praglananda, and so
Raunak.
on. Yeah.
You,
Divya Deshmukh.
I think you grew up with all of them.
Yeah, pretty much. We all saw each other since the beginnings itself. Even when we were even when I was just a proper chess player, professional chess player, and from then on, I think we've all fostered ourselves in a good community, and I'm in good touch with their parents as well. And so I just think that's an amazing thing that's happened to me.
And how has been your experience as a support head? Because maybe you've supported more than 200, 300 people, yeah? Or maybe more, I don't know.
Potentially, because I feel like my support comes in ways that I might not even expect of my own. So there were times when I had to work on a certain thing for, say, help chess, or another thing that might require an article for a certain scholarship or things
No,
like
I'm
that.
talking about the chess-based support, which is
Yes.
which is to help them with technical support.
Yeah, technical support, of course. I think there's been definitely a lot of people that I've spoken to. In my head, I'm always running statistical analysis of which is the most popular issues that you get and which is the ones that always escalate, and how.
Which is the most popular issue you face?
The most popular issue, always it's when people install it wrong, or maybe you paste the serial key right. I always say this: please copy and paste from your Gmail. Don't go off your memory. It never goes the way you think it does. But it's been a very range of experiences, and there's a couple of people who I still recognize in person when I was at the club a couple of times for technical support, and that I think was very impressive. And in fact, it's made me smarter as a person as well, of learning how to diagnose proper issues. And if there's one takeaway from that, always try and keep track of your tools, your own computer, and know it well, so that you always know what to fix if it goes wrong. And if not, we're here for you at any moment.
Brilliant. Well, Avtanshu, you are now just 18, but you have so many experiences. What does Chessbase India mean to you?
Chessbase India is, to me, as much of a person as it is more than just an organization. It's been growing next to me. I've seen it been nurtured. I've seen it with different aspirations over time, much the same way I've had different aspirations. I've seen its own goal change over the course of the years, and I feel like now the organization is more mature than it was at the very beginning. Even though its dream is still something very ambitious, I feel like they are ones that have a more solid foundation in reality, and that I think is really admirable, and I think it mirrors my own journey in a lot of ways.
And you contributed to making its foundation solid. You no longer play chess so much like in tournaments and all, but do you think that learning chess was a good decision in your life?
Absolutely. I think without having learned chess, I would never have been in such an amazing community that's obviously been growing, and one that I've been able to give back to in how much ever capacity that I have been. And so I have a lot of hope for where chess goes ahead, and more so because this has been the place where I've been focused on for where the young chess scene comes up. So I'm always hopeful that there is just, the certain names that come from starting from under 7 itself that end up going all the way to the top spot. And so that's where I hope to see chess go ahead as well.
Brilliant. Well, Avtanshu, you have done so much. In these 6 years, you have actually powered chess in India with your actions. I remember you've written articles which have supported young kids. You've raised funds for them. You supported technically and launched new ideas. It's brilliant. We'll all be waiting for you to finish your education and come back to chess.
Yes, of course. I am going to keep going and stay strong as always.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.